MMT out of theater reaction tonight for Five Nights at Freddy's. I wanted to do this live, but Universal had this global embargo for both social and review until midnight, the day the film opens in theaters and is streaming on Peacock. Now, if you know anything about embargoes, if an embargo breaks at that late of a date, that means they don't have a lot of faith in the film. And let me tell you, Universal is right to have that feeling because this film is not great. Given the IP involved, Five Nights at Freddy's might be the worst screenplay of 2023. It's a total drag. It should be a fun film. I should watch this and go, this is so much of a blast. I really am enjoying myself, entertaining. Obviously, if you don't know what Five Nights at Freddy's is, if you're watching, you do. I'm going to tell you as quickly as possible. It is Chuck E. Cheese murderous, right? And it's a hugely popular video game, and it's also a big IP, right? So when you're making a film like this, you need to make it fun. You need to let the audience just get wild. And the problem is that you have this rad creature design, and trust me, it's very good. I think Jim Henson, that company had a lot to do with it. Lucasfilm, I believe, was involved here too. That's not the problem with the film. The physical realization of the characters, really awesome, okay? But the problem is that screenplay. We talk so often here on MMT about breaking a film down and extracting elements and deciding what works and what doesn't, right? So when you look at Five Nights at Freddy's, the creature design, world building, production design, all that stuff is there. I think the direction is fine. That's all those two things, right? Those elements, the physical look of bringing Five Nights at Freddy's to realization, that works. And the direction is acceptable. I don't think it's exceptional, but it's acceptable. The issues here, screenplay, and Josh Hutcherson for sure is not the guy for this film. He has zero charisma because he's not the guy. Listen, when you have a dude as a security guard inside of Freddy's, what is it? Freddys, Frasbar, whatever, the bear, Freddys, Fazbear, whatever it is. Don't come after me for that shit. Listen, I'm not into the mythology of this. I'm just telling you if it worked as a film. And the problem is Hutcherson doesn't have what you need for this film. When I was watching this, I kept going back to Willy's Wonderland. How many of you saw that? That's the Nick Cage film, came out during COVID. Not a lot of you took a chance on it. I said it was total blast, right? It's a total rip of Five Nights at Freddy's. The problem is, in film version, that film came 2-3 years ago, 2.5. It's been a while, right? And Nick Cage is perfect for that. He doesn't even have any lines in the movie. He just plays a total mute badass. And Hutcherson just doesn't have it. And so you're stuck with him the whole time. And you're dealing with him losing his brother. His brother was stolen, much like the kids that inhabit the bodies of Freddys. Okay, is that good enough for you as far as just a nice summary of what this is? And then he also, you ready for this? Hutcherson's character has a sister who's like 25 years younger than him. So those parents got busy when they're 18. And then again, let me do the math. At 43, is that right? And the script is character exposition on top of character exposition, and too many characters. What am I watching? Episodic television? What the hell is this? And this script's not the one. I mean, someone told me the guy who did the video game wrote the script. Well, he clearly doesn't know how to write. This is terrible. This script is really wretched considering the IP. I can't really hammer that hard enough here, guys. And what a waste, because you have that's the hardest part. Think about this. We're going to bring a video game to life. What's the number one problem you're going to have with that? 9 times out of 10, right? You're going to have an issue with trying to make the film look like the video game, make these characters believable and tangible. And this film does that. So you have that. Oh my God, you're almost then you give it this screenplay. This screenplay. I I am look, I mean, I literally I can't even believe that this was what they went with at Blumhouse. I can't fathom how this happened. By the way, I also got to give a cinema score tonight. It was a really fun night for me because I gave it. Oh man, you guys see that? You tear off the tab and you push it back, and it's a D. That's bad. This is for the IP one of the most disappointing films of the year, if not the most disappointing film. I'm so sorry to tell you guys this, but this screenplay ain't it at all. And Hutcherson ain't it at all. Creatures, yeah, but you gotta build a story around the creatures that's interesting and fun, and it's neither of those things.